Namaste. This is Master Teacher Jason Campbell, ZenBusinessBootcamp.com. This is lesson number 2. And last lesson we spoke about the foundation of what you're doing here. Teacher space, focus outcome. You hold that frequency, you hold the teacher space, yet at the same time you have very clear outcomes of your goals and you have a way in which you can measure those goals. Okay, so the next teaching is, what is the business that you are in? Okay, interesting question here. I asked this at a live seminar when we do the Zen Business Bootcamp Live. I say to the group, what is your business? What business are you in? And we get all types of answers. I get, I'm in the yoga business. I'm in the martial art business. I'm in the Qigong business. I'm in the personal transformation business. Okay, those answers are okay, but that is wrong. And the crowd will get a little smarter and they'll say, okay, we are in the personal cultivation business. We are in the raising the vibrational frequency business. We are in the health and wellness business. No, wrong answer. We are in the community business. We are in the relationship business. And then everyone starts stretching. And no, that is the wrong answer. That is not correct. Now, all these things, cultivation, transformation, your yoga, your Qigong, whatever your craft is, that is obviously the foundation, and that's your product. But however, what is the business that you're in? You see, I didn't say what is the product, I said what is the business. And this is a point that you have to be so clear on, and most even studio owners, especially independent teachers, are not clear on this point. And the answer to that question, well, let's do a little test here. What do you think that answer is? Write it down right now. Let's do a little spiritual entrepreneurial IQ test for you, shall we? And the answer to that question is you are in the recruitment, enrollment, and retention of your students. I'm going to say that again. You are in the business of recruitment, enrollment, and retention of your students. See, everything else, your craft, the transformation, the community, the relationship business, that all gives you the right to recruit, enroll, and retain. But if you do not recruit, enroll, and retain, you will be out of business. It's kind of like the saying, what do you call a teacher without any students? A practitioner. Yeah, think about that for a moment. So you have to be a master recruiter, and you have to be a master at enrolling students and inspiring a beginning student with no experience who comes in for your craft to actually start to walk on that path and to start to take the steps in the path of, usually it would be some form of self-mastery. I mean, we start with baby steps, we start with beginning programs, but you have to know that this is your job and this is what you do. And your job is not to sit there and fidget on the computer. Your job is not to put in a lot of orders, just to sit around and sweep the floor and clean the towels. No. Your job is to recruit and enroll. And, really, if you think about it, is teaching is the privilege you earn after you recruit and enroll. Okay, think about that one. The recruiting and the enrolling is the business. The teaching, actually, that's the fun part. That's why you and I got involved in this to begin with. The reason we got involved in this is at some point in your training, just like my training is no different, you had a spiritual transformation. You had this awakening. You had this aha. You had a satori moment. You had a moment of clarity. You had something, maybe an emotional release, or you had something where it's even your frequency. It pops up, and it pops up a dimension, and that's awesome. Congratulations. That's part of the transformation. And then you wanted to go and teach. You had such a profound aha experience, a profound personal experience, and then you want to share that with others. Okay, so you go and you take some sort of teacher training program, you get your certification, maybe you're on your way to get your certification, and then you think, okay, how do I take my vocation and or my cultivation and turn that into my vocation? And that is the reason that you're here. So back to the second lesson, and the second principle is that you have to understand that the business that you are in is the recruitment and enrollment and retention of new members. I'm going to say the exact same thing a different way. Open the front door and lock the back door. You bring them in and you work to retain them. Now, the hows in that and how you do that, well, that's far more complex than I can get into in this short teaching. We go into that in great detail in this, the 12 keys of running a successful business, The Alchemy of Success for the Spiritual Entrepreneur. And both of these courses are part of our Zen Business University program, the ZBU program. It's a one-year program where we take you through the entire process. For some of you, we'll take you also through the how to open a successful studio. If you haven't opened it and you are opening, this course is worth gold. This will save you so much time, effort, and energy. We go through everything, A to Z, on this. If you already have a studio, well, that ship sailed, and then you have to focus and learn these two courses and learn the principles in here of running a studio. Okay, so third lesson is coming up, coming attractions. We are going to break down a little bit more the components of your business so you can so clearly see what area of your business that you are going to be working in at any given time. This is Master Teacher Jason Campbell, ZenBusinessBootcamp.com, wishing you peace, blessings, and abundance. Namaste.